Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So we begin the. Oh my God! I don't know. I have so many things to tell you guys. I mean, so many news. I don't know what, but this Thursday, probably which is turning out to be a Friday now, has really brought us a lot of news and probably some concrete news. Again, first of all, the first reason to be today also late is probably the one of the last days that I'll be late because my mom is discharged. Yes, my mom is discharged from the hospital. She's back home. She's well. She's doing really good. Thank you so much, guys, for your prayers, for your awesome wishes. I really showed it to her, and she loved them all. She has wished you all well. Thank you so much for keeping her in your prayers. Love you guys. I just love you guys. Anyway, so what do we have in this episode? Lucas Paqueta. Oh my God. I did not know that Arsenal are so much interested to sign him. Josko Guardiola. Well, yes, from the days of MGH's career mode to Arsenal scout list. Well, it turns out that Guardiola is also in the talks to sign for Arsenal. Alexander Zinchenko back again, back to back to back. And not only that, we got an exclusive report of Nicola Pepe leaving to Sevilla. Why did the Lisandro Martinez deal did not happen, and where exactly do we stand on that? Let's just jump into it. The first news is Charles Watts opened up about Lucas Paqueta. He says there's definitely interest in him. There's been no bid as far as I'm aware. That's one to keep an eye on. He can play that number 8 role. He fits it very well. That's the position Arsenal are looking to improve on this summer. Interesting insights that lead this to. Also, Charles Watts says that Lucas Paqueta is ahead of Yuri Tielemans in Arsenal's list. A bid for the Brazilian is expected. A bid is expected. That's coming from Charles Watts, bro. Arsenal's next priority is Lucas Paqueta, and nobody's even watching at Paqueta at the moment in the transfer window. Also, let's talk about Josko Guardiola now. Arsenal, according to Terry Flowers, Arsenal are interested in RB Leipzig's centre-back Josko Guardiola. Man City are also looking at the player to replace Nathan Ake. I've seen these reports, like a lot of reports, City being interested in Guardiola. But moving on, let's talk about Alexander Zinchenko. Well, David Ornstein has his exclusive right away that, yes, he's the one who came up with that news first, and then it was Fabrizio Romano. So he says that Arsenal working on deal to sign Zinchenko from Man City. Clubs are in talks. Manchester City open to sale if valuation is met. Arsenal would also need to agree personal terms. Versatile 25-year-old, now priority for Arteta after missing on Lisandro Martinez. Yes, that was from athletic.uk. Following this, Fabrizio also confirmed it. He says that Arsenal are exploring options for Anderlecht's Sergio Gomez and, of course, Alexander Zinchenko in the club's list. Tavares could leave in case new left back joins. Marseille being the clubs. So we know that. Come on, that's actually very old news that we will be speaking about. But let's talk about Nicola Pepe. Sevilla are interested in Nicola Pepe and could submit a bid according to the reports. But the issue is the wages. Arsenal and even the player wages, I mean, it has to be reduced, and the price tag would be 25. I mean, Arsenal want more than 25 million for him. Sevilla hope to offer 15 million plus variables. He's also wanted by Leeds United, Olympique Marseille, and Olympique Lyon. So don't forget that. But moving on, let's talk about Gabriel Magalhaes and this whole Juventus saga circus that is actually going on. So James Benge says Juventus want to sign Magalhaes. Arteta and Edu are united in a shared assessment of the defender as a key player in their plans. So Juventus may opt to test Arsenal's resolve, but for the moment it is a strong one. They want him. And talking about Yuri Tielemans, Benge says Yuri Tielemans wants to move to Arsenal. The club and Leicester are only around £5 million apart, but Arsenal have not made a bid for the Belgian international. Valuations for Leicester and Arsenal is not far away. So, all right. So since signing Jesus, Arsenal have been targeting another forward, a left back, and a central midfielder, according to James Benge. Only Chelsea had a £55 million bid rejected for Rafinha, a sum that was really high considering what Arsenal were valuing the player at. So Edu and Mikel Arteta moved on from him, just like they moved on from Lisandro Martinez deal as well. So Sky Sports Sheth says that Arsenal trying to do business for Alexander Zinchenko with City. He says Arsenal have already done business with Manchester City in this window. They're now interested in Zinchenko. Arsenal are expected to make that interest formal in the form of a bid. Zinchenko, despite being happy at City, would consider a move away from the club if he were offered a regular role elsewhere in central midfield. His preference has always been to play in the midfield, something that may be on offer to him at Arsenal. This is spoken by Graham Bailey. He also says that Arsenal have stepped up their interest. 90 Minute understands that a fee in excess of £30 million, 30, would be needed to sign him from Manchester City. £30 million. Interesting. What do you say? What is the right price tag for someone like Alexander Zinchenko? What would be the right price tag that Man City would consider? Hey, you know what? Arsenal. I think yes, we sold to the right buyer. Moving on, so talking about a clown circus, one more clownery was happening as we were actually delving into more of the transfer window business. According to Mike Verwey, within Ajax, there is belief that only English clubs will make a ridiculous offer like Manchester United did for Lisandro Martinez. There is no guarantee that they will get the same offer again next season if they actually, for a centre back with a height of 1.75 meters. So they better take it and run, and don't look back. Yeah. Also, according to Bitter and Blue, a fee of around 20 to 30 million pounds should be fine. And Manchester City want to promote some youngsters in his place who have impressed the club. So Alexander Zinchenko might be actually available. Everyone is saying that Zinchenko is available. Like really, they are. But what about Paqueta? Come on. After Juninho left the club, Paqueta's performances have suffered, and player is also said to be unhappy. Hence, Lyon are open to selling. Lyon now wants somewhere around 65 million euros for Paqueta because their initial valuation was 80 million. Paqueta wants to leave, and he's even ready to hand in a transfer request. It's that bad. That's really crazy, isn't it? Really, really crazy. But there are reports that Saliba extension has not happened, so we need to have a look at that. So also, Milinkovic-Savic to Arsenal is a social media made story. That's according to Charles Watts via a podcast. So let's see where things will turn out, where exactly we will be, and who do we land up with in this transfer window. It's interesting, and I think I'd like to see that. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, the best place to be. Let me know what do you guys think that should be the amount that Arsenal should bid for Alexander Zinchenko. Would you put Zinchenko on top of, would you accept that Zinchenko is a better deal than Lisandro Martinez? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.